Trying to achieve world domination? You've come to the right place.
Hey, I'm Matt. You here for the World Domination Seminar? Yeah, me too.
Okay, so maybe you're not trying to take over the world, but I bet you do have something that you want to accomplish. And in order to do that, what you need to do is become the executive director of your life. Think about it. What do executive directors have that you don't have? Well, they have employees, and they have coaches.
Push those weights, turn!
With the rise of AI, every person who has internet access now has an infinite army of employees and coaches. Think of it as a digital A-team. And we're not talking shithead coffee retrieving interns.
Got you a coffee, sir. Spit free, just like you like it.
Or jerk-off coaches you had in high school.
You're gonna cut your hair and you're gonna do it for the team, Randall Pink Floyd.
This digital team will be tireless and infinitely fluid in its capabilities. How could it not be? It possesses the accumulated intelligence of our entire species. If we look at it objectively, it's pretty clear that this personalized AI team is going to be vastly more capable than we are. And yet, it's a reflection of who we are. Its entire being is crafted in our service. Or to put it another way,
The team's capabilities and utility of output will be entirely dependent on our ability to think, shape ideas, and implement effective instructions.
you become an executive by adopting the functionality of an executive. Therefore, it's our job to figure out how to best utilize the skills and resources of this AI team. Or if you're more of a fan of the art of war, it's our job to be the general that most effectively utilizes the army under their command. Instead of war and destruction, we can use this army to build a better world, an army of innovation, ingenuity, an army of great work that helps to further the development and betterment of our species. Fuck yeah. Unfortunately, there's a significant limiting factor. Us. The truth is, most of us only know how to take orders because we were never taught how to competently give instructions. How many times have you seen this lady at Chipotle?
I'll do pinto. Let me get the carne. Question. Is it too late to do a bowl? It is. I realized I really just want pizza. I know, I'm the worst.
The thing is, this type of behavior isn't entirely our fault. Most of us haven't been in a position where we needed to consider the quality and composition of how we give instructions. But with AI, that's completely changed. So what do we do next? Well, we gotta figure out two things. What do we want our employees to do? And what do we want our coaches to teach? Given that we each have different strengths, weaknesses, and goals, it's essential to have some sort of framework for interacting with your AI team. Personally, I use anything and everything I can find. But a good place to start is just ask ChatGPT. A quick prompt yields an Ivy League MBA's worth of management strategy tools. Many or possibly all of these will be effective at different times in your life. Try them out, play, learn, experiment. The key is to find whatever works for you. My heuristic, information is in service to my goals, or it isn't. One tool I find really helpful is the Philogenetic Tree. In biology, these drawings show how different species are related through evolution. The branches illustrate how different species split off from common ancestors. We can apply the same concept to our AI management knowledge.
On an actionable level, this means building increasingly optimized, function-specific GPTs that help deepen and broaden our understanding of the skills necessary to achieve our goals.
If our goal of becoming a leader is a seed, then all the skills that we need are the branches. This approach is true of learning literally anything. If you want to be a real estate investor, a filmmaker, a programmer, a chef, well, each of those disciplines has skills that you're going to have to master or you're not going to have any success. Therefore, it's our job to leverage AI in order to reduce the amount of resources we need to approximate mastery in any given skill. On an actionable level, this is going to look like an infinite loop of self-structuring optimization. Think of it like this. The best way to figure out how to utilize your employees and coaches is by asking your employees and coaches.
It's a paradox, or what the Zen Buddhist tradition calls a koan. The answer is the problem, and the problem is the answer.
The fuck? I know, this sounds fucking nuts. Because it is. But it also means that human beings have never been more capable of determining the direction and quality of their own lives. That's exhilarating. Like, next step in human evolution exhilarating. Who doesn't want that? But this is why becoming an AI executive is so critical. It determines the strategy you'll use to approach every other endeavor in your life.
Damn.
There's as many ways to prompt as there are reasons to prompt. You can even prompt how to prompt. So I'm not going to go into that right now. But if we break it into two categories, employees and coaches, then we can ask ourselves, which prompts are going to provide the most useful branches on our knowledge tree? Which is another way of saying, which skills are going to relate back to being an effective executive? For employees, this would be the question, what do we want our employees to do? Then we could prompt something like the following.
What are the most impactful tasks and aspects of life that highly successful and effective executives delineate to personal assistants or employees? Please break these into categories such as personal and business. Include any other categories that are frequently utilized by the most effective leaders in the world.
The answers to this prompt then dictate the employee-specific GPTs that we want to develop.
This would be things like grocery shopping dietary plan GPT, reading list recommendation and paraphrasing GPT, or planning and research GPT.
The options are limitless, so prepare to shit your pants at how insanely versatile this actually is. Have fun, play around, but keep in mind, the idea here is to look for gaps in your knowledge tree. We want to work on what we suck at. Obviously, you want to get good at other things too, but the fastest way to get good is work on what you suck at. For coaches, we're simply asking, what do you want to learn? A potential prompt might be something like this.
What are some of the most effective skills and techniques leaders and executives use to provide high-quality instructions to their employees?
Again, the output from these prompts then dictate the function-specific coaches that we want to create.
This would be things like a personal trainer/fitness routine GPT, negotiation coach, a decision-making heuristics coach, or even a writing coach.
It all depends on what you need in any given situation. The mindfuck of all this is that these digital coaches are infinitely adaptable to your needs, and the same is true of the employees. Whatever you need, boss. Physicist David Deutsch said, anything that's not forbidden by the laws of nature is achievable given the right knowledge. For me, AI is that knowledge. What's important is how we use it. With that, let's do a quick summary.
AI gives us the freedom and intellectual power to shape our lives in new and interesting ways. To harness that power, you need to become an effective leader. As a leader, you have an army of highly intelligent employees and coaches at your disposal. You can utilize this team to achieve limitless possibilities. How you use this team will depend on your skills that can be refined by using your AI team. It's an infinite loop. You become better at using your team of employees and coaches by using your team of employees and coaches.
Maybe it's just me, but I feel like we should abandon the proverb, curiosity killed the cat. With the arrival of AI, it feels a lot more appropriate to say, curiosity changed the world. If you want any more information about anything I discussed, you'll find links to some of my ChatGPT combos down in the description. I write, I read, I try to enjoy myself and make the most of my time while I'm on this beautiful planet. As always, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.